Swing. Oh my God, is that too loud? You guys have to tell me if it's too loud. It looks really loud. Holy crap. Swing. Hello, everybody. Cassandra, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever a Basic Betty. Holy crap. 1 minute, 45 seconds into my stream, I literally just started talking and Paul is already at the door crying. Can you believe that crap? What an annoying cat he is. Miss Monster, Luna, Emotional Support Muffin, Kayla. Is that how you say your name? That's a cool way of spelling Kayla. Jojo Cannon. Jojo, I heard you taking shit in the support group this morning. I was listening, but I wasn't watching the chat. Emotional Support Muffin. Hello. Margie. Mac Attack. Tally 420. Nice to see you. Nutty's Niche. Hello. Kalari. Christina is where. Fauntleroy. Hello. Hellfire. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. Oh, my chat just flew. Holy crap. What is today? Is it Monday? Holy moly. Monday, July 22nd. The summer is just flying by. I cannot believe it's almost over as far as like summer vacation is. I don't know. Indigo Soul says, why does Clifford Gigi continue preying on women on the daily? That's such a weird comment to put in the chat before the stream even starts. Anyway, I can't put my thumbnail on there like I like to, as my like avatar situation type deal because my StreamYard suddenly is not recognizing my camera. Like, and I didn't have time to fix it. That was part of the reason I was running a little late. So let me go find my thummy so I can put it up there a different way. Yeah. What about me, guys? I had some help with the thumbnail, like what to put on the thumbnail. What did I have? I had something different. Oh, I think I had Ron needs friends or Ron needs friends too or something like that. And I showed it to Yaba and she said he changed it to what about me, guys? I was like, oh my God, that's even better. Have you guys seen when was this? I don't even know. Ron and Clara's Rumble. Hold on. That's not what I want. Hold on. I've lost my chat. I gotta find it again. There we go. When was this? Was this yesterday? Oh yeah. Yaba a okay, just let me get myself together. It's hard reading stupid. Very good says you're rusty, ma'am. You should stream more. I know I am rusty, and don't worry, I will be streaming more. We should be. I mean, this week's gonna be crazy, but it should be for the most part regularly scheduled programming. If not, certainly by next week it will be. Okay, so yeah, this was yesterday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on the Rumble. Ron went live, and which I found interesting because Mandith Jean, hold on, let me take that down and put my Rumble on there. Mandith Jean had scheduled a live stream for yesterday at 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then here, Ron and Clara Hondra popped up at 4:30 on the Rumble. So there I was all excited for. Oh, what does one have to do with the other? You ask. So sorry, I'm not. I'm not forming coherent thoughts because I can't do two things at once. Apparently, okay. So listen, let me back up. So, Mandith Jean, Mrs. ATX, had scheduled a live stream for yesterday on her Mrs. ATX channel. She scheduled it on Saturday for Sunday at 5:00. And it was titled something like ATX and DC Media. I don't remember something, not spell the T, but I don't know. Anyway, about it, it was supposed to be at 5:00 yesterday on Mrs. ATX channel, ATX and Clara Hondra. I had my reminder set. I was going to be ready for it. And then at 4:30, old Ronald goes live at the Rumble. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I still kind of expected ATX and Clara to go live at 5, but it didn't happen. Clara instead got on this panel. So, which is fine. His female boyfriend gave. Hold on, sorry. Just a side note, though. In fact, hold on. I'm just pull it up since the stream's not going to be about ATX, but I just found this so freaking hilarious. So if we go to the ATX Tomahawk Sean channel over to the community tab, this was actually Saturday. She was posting to let us know. She says, you may see a couple of scheduled team. I think she meant streams, but it's STTEAM. I don't know. Is that the plural of stream? Instead of putting an S on the end or just add double T's. I don't know. You may see a couple of scheduled streams pop up and then drop off. We're trying to figure out how to schedule through StreamYard. The horizontal option is all but gone for YouTube. So we have to schedule it through StreamYard. Still getting used to how it works. 20 thumbs up, 1 comment. Literally, StreamYard is the most simple, basic program you could possibly ever hope to use to live stream on YouTube. I'm not really sure where the disconnect is, how Mandy and Sean are unable to figure out how to schedule a stream through StreamYard, but y'all just need to bear with them. So I don't know. I guess let's go ahead and check her Mrs. ATX channel, make sure she's not rescheduled yesterday's 5 o'clock thriller with Clara Hondra of all people. Let's see, Mrs. ATX. We never did get around to talking about that stream she did with Sin. We might circle back around. We might not. I don't know. She really is boring AF. Yeah. So the stream she had scheduled with Clara for yesterday at 5 o'clock, they disappeared and they've not come back. So totally fine. Share this tab instead. So anyway, instead of Clara Hondra going over there and paneling up with Mrs. ATX of all people, we got Clara Hondra and Ronaldo. And I think, who was it? Who was the third person they had up on the panel? Karsten, the real crocheter. Remember the real crocheter, guys? Remember? We watched his stream when Husseth Jean filed the what is it? The breach of contract lawsuit. And Husseth was trying to say that that Clara broke the non-disclosure, non-disparagement agreement by promoting the Real Crocheters stream, wherein Hussey wanted everyone to believe that that stream was nothing but dragging him and defaming him and all kinds of breach of contracts going on. And so we watched it. Remember, we watched it, the whole thing. And it was nothing, literally nothing. Yeah, anyway, so Karsten ends up on this panel too. It's a great time. It's an hour and 57 minutes. It's 2 hours long, so we're not gonna get through all of it. I did take a couple of clips, but we'll see. We will see what happens. I'm not sure how the real crocheter tolerates nags and his increasing homophobic language. It's just weird. I mean, you gotta get in where you fit in, I guess. Like how once you're like a bona fide, supporter of the attic, like hardcore attic, where do you go from there? You know? So real crocheter doesn't really have a choice, do they? I think they like they address it, but only half-ass address it. They like kind of foo-foo it off in this stream, then that's it, and they keep it pushing. So that'll be fun to watch. All right, let's get into it. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Nation!
All right. La la la. La, la. Hold on. I don't want because Guns N' Roses will get me. They will nail me on that, even a couple seconds. Okay. This might be the safe part. No. Look at this fool. I'm just gonna mute it because I don't want you to miss out, on Rod's super rock star moves or anything. Hey girl, I see you in the chat, Mandy. Hold on. What is my email? Hold on, I'll put in the chat. I can't even type. What is this? Is that it? I think that should work. The Real Crocheter has some weird swinging fantasy with DC and Negs or something. I think so too. Gross. That's so funny that you say that because I got those vibes when they were talking. Anyway, I'm not going to spoil anything. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. This is your cute stoner boy rock star girlfriend, Clara Hondra. What a badass. What a badass you are. Look. Yeah. You're so Axel. Okay, we just missed the negative nation part. It's whatever. I don't care.
And welcome to Negs Live. I am Negs. I am live. That is why they call it.
Look, 11 minutes and 20 seconds of it, Lisa Simpson. 11 minutes and 20 seconds of copyrighted music. It's great.
Negs Live. Let's get a little bit of background music going on here.
Can we not? Can you just? Nobody enjoys the background music. It does nothing for anybody. It's annoying and irritating. Stop playing that shit. Lord have mercy. Hey, Kalari, thank you so much for that super chat. It's like he goes out of his damn way to be an assault on all the senses. Comment down, Gramps. Your 5 viewers may wet their depends from this noise. No shit. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kalari. Where'd it go? Lord have mercy.
That's right, baby. Let's do that. Let's get a little background music going on.
Let's not.
You got
Why is it always the same shit?
Dutch here with you.
Oh yeah, what is this? He's changed his name to Dutch. Does anybody know? I must have missed it. Why is he referring to himself as Dutch?
Yep, that's right.
Stop and smell the roses. Nothing. We're just getting started.
My Cash App's right there. It's scrolling too. So I guess you can't miss it, can you?
Just send me money. What a loser. Oh, look, I just noticed that his beanie is literally the same color palette as this god-awful shirt. What is this made of? Polyester or something like that? I'm sorry, but grown 40-something-year-old men should not be wearing 100% polyester anything. One of his new personalities, I guess. Is there any explanation, any introduction? Why he's suddenly referring to himself as Dutch? Temu wear. All from his shop. All from his store that he's literally just closed up and given up on because he's a loser who doesn't see anything through, fails at everything. Right, Clara? Isn't that right, Clara? Failure, right? Well, you can add businessman to that or business owner to that. Brick and mortar Temu resale store owner, failure. Give me money.
We're going through a lot of different screenshots and stuff today. Thank you very much, Jana. What's up?
He says that, and I watched the stream, and it was not. I wouldn't say it was a lot of different screenshots. I think he threw 1 or 2 up. Spoiler alert: Yaba triggered the absolute fuck out of him with 1 tweet, and I think it was like a 5-word tweet. You'll see it.
Penny, what's up? Bethimus, what's going on? Gen X. Who else we got? I think that's it. If I missed anybody.
Oh, wait, how many people was that? How many people did he say hello to?
Let's do that. Let's get a little background music going on. You got Dutch here with you. Yep, that's right. My Cash App's right.
Okay, stop. When I was listening to this yesterday in my AirPods, I wasn't watching. I was just listening. And when he said, we got Dutch here with you, I did not realize he was referring to himself. I did not realize that till I was bopping through to look for an image for my thumbnail. And I seen that his little name, he'll change it in a second. His little name down there is Dutch. I was like, what the hell? I thought Dutch was like somebody in the chat. Yes, you'll see.
Right there. It's scrolling too. So I guess you can't miss it, can you? We're going through a lot of different screenshots and stuff today. Thank you very much, Jana. What's up, Penny? What's up, Bethimus?
Oh, it's the same 3. Jana, Penny, Bethimus.
What's going on, Gen X?
On Gen X 4.
Who else we got?
Who else? No.
I think that's it. If I missed anybody, please don't come to my house. Okay, just don't do it.
4. You need to change it to 4 for 4, Ron. That's what you got left. 4 motherfuckers in your chat. I love that for you. And honestly, we're being generous by giving you the 4th one. I don't know who that 4th person is. It really should just be 3 for 3. Bethimus, Jana, and who was it? Penny. Freaks.
All the fat bitches, all the stanky hoes, they're all mad. AK, Yabba, Yabba Dabba Fat, Yabba Dabba Diabetes. She's mad. Amy May, mad. I live rent free in people's heads.
Dutch is the name of Schwarzenegger in the first Predator movie. Is it Rob Roy? I bet you're Ron himself. Let me check. Let me see. Let's see if this Rob Roy has ever said a word. Channel activity. Check, check. Oh no. They've chatted before. They've said fine. Thought maybe that was Ron themselves, joined 8 months ago. Dutch is do you think that's what it is? God, I really think that's probably what it is. Thank you. Welcome, Rob Roy. Hey, very good.
Heads. Rent free, dude. I am the biggest real estate holder on the internet. I have so much space in people's heads. It's unbelievable. I take up so much space, they literally neglect their children. I don't like that, but they do.
Wow, what are we? Okay, we can't say it's 12 minutes and 38 seconds in because the first 11 minutes and 20 seconds was the intro. So you are at what? A minute 10? We'll give you a minute 10 into your stream and you're talking about somebody else's kids already. That's pretty weird. Did you go on your pedo walk last night?
I like the shirt.
Oh, our paint of petrol Pondu. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Oh, wait. Do we like your shirt? No, we don't. Look at that. Look at that still. Look, that's your cute stoner boy, female boyfriend, Clara Hondra. That's who you're parading around Connersville, Indiana with, really thinking like y'all or something. I love it.
I take up so much space,
Hey,
they
Alex.
literally neglect their children. I don't like that, but they do.
Yeah, exactly, Clara. This from a guy who allowed drunk dudes, not just drunk dudes, but drunk dudes he only knew from the internet to be around his special needs 8-year-old at the time child, unsupervised throughout the night, where there's what alcohol, military grade PTSD, and firearms. Tell us all about it, Ronnie.
I like the shirt. Right on. I think I have one more at the shop. It's probably a large or an XL. Trust me, a lot of this stuff starting tomorrow. Oh, what's up, babe? Sorry about that. You were just down here, so I do. I control people's thoughts. I am.
Wait, what about starting tomorrow? He was going to tell us something about the store and the merchandise and something about tomorrow, and then Clara Hondra had to be like, "I'm here too. You forgot to say hi to me." Listen, Ronnie, if you want your 3 remaining supporters to purchase the apparel that you are peddling in your shop and on your eBay or whatever, you need to have sizes larger than large and XL. Bethamus is not going to be able to squeeze into an XL Temu special. You know she would have bought the whole inventory by now if you had anything that fit her. He literally all the clothing he offered in the attic, he bought like 1 or 2 of, one in a size L, one in an XL because that's what him and Clara could fit, I guess. I don't know.
I'm a paid Mossad agent, and they only hired me because of my telekinetic capabilities. Yeah, I control people's thoughts. I make people.
Beth is a nasty bitch. She is, and like I try to just like look past it and not really, you know, hold her really accountable for the fucked up, ignorant ass shit that she says because she's not right in the head. She just says whatever she thinks is gonna gain her acceptance over there with Ron and Clara. Like I get that, but still. God almighty, she's a nasty bitch. Hey, Alex, I seen you come in. Hey, Kimberlina, nice to see you.
Binge eat. That's the thing I do. I know it seems like a waste of my powers is to make people.
Very good set. It'll fit Clara's potato body, not Beth's potato body. Raylan drew it, I don't know. She drew this picture at school. Like she didn't draw it. Like it was like a worksheet handout or whatever. And it was, I don't know, something about a potato. Like, I don't know, an exercise potato. I don't know. All I know is it was a child's drawing of a potato, had some reference to exercise. Yava put that motherfucker on the refrigerator. Every time I see it, I just lose my shit. It's so funny. Oh, yeah, well.
people eat until they're like really super fat and unattractive. But that's what I do. That's what I do. I figure what's worse than type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and a gunt? You know, I've never had a gunt, so I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Who is he talking to? Because Yaba has none of those things. She does not have type 2 diabetes. She does not have hypertension. She does not have a gunt. Like, who is he talking to? I mean, I can only assume he's talking to or about Yaba because her name's in the title. It's certainly not AK.
I don't know. How do you do that? How do you get so big that this part covers your genitals? Like you literally have to lift it up. You have to do one of these.
We don't know. We don't know. Who are you speaking to? Who are you asking this question of?
That's to me.
Yeah, he does have a gunt. We've seen it.
That's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Ron just like that kid from Big Daddy.
But a few people had some few choice words, and I don't want to say I took exception to it. I was just like, okay, I'll play, even though I said yesterday this shit's stupid. I'll play today. I'll play.
I know yesterday I said this shit's stupid, but today I'll play.
Play today. The other bipolar me says, let's play today. What's up, Karsten?
Right, Ben, imagine portraying all this BDE when your cock don't work and your female girlfriend is a dustbuster.
Karsten, you're going to learn today that I hate you because you're gay. That's right. I hate you because you're gay. Yep, you're going to learn that here very soon. Did you guys know?
I don't think that Ronaldo necessarily hates him because he's gay. I think Ronaldo hates him because he's gay and out, and that's what Ronaldo really, at the end of the day, wishes he could be. There's a difference.
You know that I hate Karsten because he's gay? Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Let's just jump into it. I think it's way too interesting to see.
I want to have sex as hunchback Nick has a gun on his upper back. Yeah, how does that work, Ron? You want to know how people end up with a gun in the front. How do you end up with a gun on your back? That's what we want to know. Ben, for real, I can't even say that out loud.
To hear it and listen to me talk about it, I want to get right into the beef of things. Okay. Present, share screen, blah.
That's true, Lisa Simpson. Clara isn't exactly skinny either. They both joined and promptly quit the gym shortly after they started living together. Yeah, where's your gym membership, Ron?
Okay. So, flabba, yabba dabba diabetes is really got a problem. I don't know what her
slur. He slurs like less than 5 minutes into this. He's already slurring. I love it. I love it.
The problem is, you're the dead kid bitch. Remember on Twitter, you're the one who's done everything IRL on me. I ain't even looked your way, and I don't know how I have it because I saw how big you were in your last.
That's funny that he is claiming at the beginning of the stream that he doesn't do anything IRL and doesn't even look her way. Yet later in the stream, he's going to admit that back in 2020, when he made that website. And left all those bad reviews on Yaba's business, he's going to admit that he also called a family member of hers. So do you go real life or don't you? Which is it?
Video. Completely unfuckable. Jesus Christ. Like you like at that point where you're so fat that if a dude wanted to fuck you, you'd have to bend all the way over the couch and just lay there like a fucking wet towel.
What do you know about fucking a bitch? Your dick don't work and ain't worked in a long time, sir.
Al? Yeah. I don't care, bitch. Say what you got to say. You've done the worst, so I'm going to say the worst. This is who the grift gang begged Linda. Oh, they gave you a beg name too. Let's see, Yaba.
She's had the beg name ever since. Ever since it became evident.
And Sam, I don't know, fat ass and scam. How about that? Gang beg Linda and failed farmers are supporting. Nothing shocking here, though, right? No, see, what it is you failed to realize that everything you did was recorded on the internet. And people finally realized that I was right. I wasn't lying.
Is this man out of touch with reality as per? Yes, he's talking about my yaba. Yeggs is nothing but a big, fat vagina. Lisa Simpson says, you know what's big about Yaba Ron? Her audience. You sound jealous, Mr. Can't get more than 100 viewers. You know what else is big about Yaba? Bigger than yours, Ron? Her dick.
Okay.
He been known that, though.
Okay. And you guys depend way too much on the opinions of other people to get by on your channel. And now that
How do you figure that? How do you figure that me or Yaba depend on the opinions of others, other people's opinions of us to get by on our channel? Where? How?
like
What are you
what so,
talking
like
about?
some of the farms is like, oh shit, we're right, and they're starting to uncover your shit. You didn't think you'd become a lol cow this entire time. You didn't think you'd become a lol cow. I've had a thread for 7 years. 7 years I've had a Kiwi Farms thread. Don't
Someone needs to make him a shirt. I've had a Kiwi Farms thread for 7 years.
know why. Still don't know why to this
He
day.
still doesn't know why he has a thread on Kiwi Farms.
Why someone started one on me. I was boring. I was complete milk toast. I was just cringe. I've definitely in broadcasting, I have evolved just exponentially. So
Really? I can't believe he said that shit with a straight face. Broadcasting, I've evolved exponentially. Have you, though? Have you? Because just recently I was looking at your old Instagram and I saw, oh, this one right here. Let me bring that up on the board. Let's see. Hold on, I have to find it again. Lisa Simpson, thank you so much for the super chat. Imagine logging on to Rumble and screaming about how great you are to your 5 loyal viewers, one of which is your female girlfriend. No shit, Lisa Simpson. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, hold on. I just love how he literally fixed his mouth and said that he has evolved so much in broadcasting. This is December 31st, 2017. This was his setup. Look at his little prescription pill bottle. I love that. There's another little pill bottle. He's got a black solo cup because cool, right? Look at this tiny little desk. Look at this little setup. And he glued these things to the wall. He's got a family member's obituary taped to the wall in front of him. Look at this lamp. I guarantee he took that shit from his grandma's house. Anyway, yeah, you've definitely evolved, Ron. You've really come far, haven't you? Talk about leaps and bounds over there. Look at you. Now you're in your grandma's basement. Now you're broadcasting for your grandma's basement. I love that for you. Most especially, I love that for us. All right, hold on. Back to the Rumble. Back to fucking Rumble.
I don't understand, but
I find it funny though that he's so out of touch with what's going on, and his female girlfriend, she's not bothering to try to keep him up to date on anything. He's so out of touch that he's not he doesn't realize that the grift gang and Belinda and the farmers are one. They're one big happy family over there. They're one big friend group over there. One that your female girlfriend has joined and has been accepted into happily. They all come into her chats. She goes into their chats. She chums it up with the Kiwi farmers in Beglinda's chat. You mean to tell me that what are we? We're over 2 years into this relationship with you and Clara. Remember when Clara promised that she would escort you back into the community? She would help you gain acceptance. Remember? And then she couldn't get that done for you. And here she is just going off, making friends, finding new peer groups, finding acceptance. And she still can't get you in. Oh, that's too bad.
think you didn't think that you'd become a lolcow and all this and get a thread and all that, huh? Oh, can I tell you something real quick there, fatty? I don't talk to anybody in the farms. Ooh, imagine that. So how are they supporting me? I don't understand. How are they supporting me by not by not encouraging you to call CPS on me and then go online and say you did it. Oh, that was Sam. My bad. But you were there.
I can't follow. I'm not totally following, sir.
You're probably part of it.
You're probably part of it.
What did you?
God, nobody talks to you, Ron.
What did you? I mean, like, what did you think was going to happen eventually? You just thought this was going to keep going for years and years and years. And I guess the money's drying up because you're mentioning me again.
What the hell is he talking about? Since when has Yaba made money talking about fucking Ron Corbin? Ron Corbin, if talking about you made money for Yaba, then that's what she would do on her channel 5 days a week in front of 2,000 plus fucking live viewers. The delusion with this one. Isn't it great? This is why nobody wants you in their friend group, not even the grift gang and the farmers.
So you know what that tells me? You know what that tells me?
What?
Is that I am on my way back.
Hold on. I'm going to screenshot that. Look at that. This is the face of absolute fucking delusion. I'm on my way back. From where, fool? From Loserville? You on your way back from Loserville? Did you go picking in Loserville and you're on your way back? Literally, Yaba fires off one fucking tweet about this jabroni. He's like, I'm back, bitches. It's my comeback. Oh, I love this shit. That's great. Look at that face. Mayor of Loserville. I'm back, bitches. Yeah, but tweeted about me. I know Bradley, right? I wish we talked about Ron more too, but she doesn't. I don't blame her. Keep that trash off your channel. We'll talk about him over here.
When y'all are mentioning
Missing Mimic says Yaba has big dick energy. Ron has penis pup energy. I hate her too. Exactly.
me and not Chantel every day, I'm on my way back. I've always been that. I am on my way back. When y'all are mentioning me and not Chantel every day, I'm on my way back.
Who? Excuse me. Have I been missing? Have I been missing? To show me where Yaba's been talking about Ron every day and not Chantel. Show me where. I thought you were going to be showing us a whole bunch of screenshots. Was that in the lineup where Yaba's been talking about you every day, not Chantel? Give me a fucking break.
I've always been relevant. 45 viewers, 10 viewers, 1 viewer, 2 viewers. Always been relevant. Let's get some fucking love in the chat for Beth. Thank you very much.
Yes, exactly. 2 Cardinals. So Yaba mentioned him once, and that means Ron's on his way back. He's admitting he's dependent on Yaba. LMAO.
Negs is always right. And that's not an ego thing or a hubris thing. It is just a factual thing that I have predicted multiple things that have happened. And yeah. So let's move on.
And yeah. And what?
On here, let's see what else this fat bitch has to say. Yeah, she is fat. That's her main characteristic, is being fat. Damn, dogs, thoughts and prayers. Really?
His feelings are so hurt. Did this one? I think this is the one that really got him. Well, no, I think I think the first one he showed, Yaba saying that this is who Beglinda, the Griff Gang, and the farmers are supporting. I think that really hurt his feelings because he knows good and well, that he's not been permitted into that particular friend group despite his female girlfriend being welcomed with open arms. So I know that one hurt. But clearly this one hurt too. This one really hurt.
Well, listen, at least my camera's on. At least my camera's on, and I'll do this.
Yeah, do that.
Prayers, really?
Hold on, wait, let me slow it down. Yes, do it. Do it again.
Well, listen, at least my camera's on.
Right.
These my cameras on and I'll do
There it is. You probably shouldn't, but we do enjoy it.
this.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at the hump, the hunch. Maybe you shouldn't. Look at it. I mean, what is happening here, my guy? Look at this ridiculous shirt. I cannot say enough ridiculous things about this ridiculous fucking shirt. Look at that. Look at it. All right, wait. Regular speed now. Hold on.
I can stand this far back and
Yeah.
you can see my whole body. Let me flex for you there.
Have you looked in the mirror at what you're wearing? Did you really put this on and step back and look at your whole body and say, "Yeah, that this is the look. This is it. This is my fit."
Let's see my new tattoo.
Hashtag gut in the bag. Hey, baby.
Yeah, I bought a dog and killed it, and then started to GoFundMe to get the money for the tattoo. That's a joke.
There's nothing funny about that. That's your problem.
But like, you can't do any of that. You can't do any of that.
Absolutely can.
And just because somebody's criticizing you doesn't mean they're supporting me or even like me. There are people that criticize you for things you've done to me that don't fucking like me.
What's your point, Chief? What is your point?
But they know wrong is wrong, right is right, and wrong is wrong.
Right. Nice shirt, bro. Babe, look. His beanie cap matches his shirt. It's got all the same colors. That is pretty snazzy. All right. We're gonna give old Ronaldo over here credit where credit's due. That is a snazzy look. What do you think that polyester shirt smells like? I can tell you exactly what that polyester shirt smells like. Onions. That's what the fuck it smells like. Onions.
Do you remember telling Katie
Pinky Butt is Ron's new name? Oh, listen to this bullshit. Listen.
wrong is wrong? Do you remember telling
Let's okay, I'm gonna tap it back again.
is right and wrong is wrong?
Okay, watch it how much he has to this is what when you hear people use the term fix your mouth to say, this is Ron fixing his mouth to say some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. Watch him fix his mouth to say this shit.
Do you remember telling Katie that you had a crush on me back in what was it? Back in the day. Do you remember that?
Nobody remembers that.
You remember that? God, thank God.
Like, really, truly, when, where did MFW even say that she said that? Play it. Show it.
Thank God we didn't do any flirty stuff. I'm not into.
Thank God we didn't do any flirty stuff.
I wasn't into chubby bucktooth chicks though. So, but yeah, I remember you telling Katie that you had a little bit of a crush on old Negs. That's what this is all about. You're fucking married. You're married, bruh. Get the fuck off my dick. You know what I'm saying? You're married.
Get off my dick, sir. Your dick don't work. Nobody's on your dick. Not even your female girlfriend. Not even your right hand. Nothing's on that dick. It don't work. We know that for a fact. Yeah, she had an internet girlfriend at that time. Don't you remember?
You know, I mean, like, isn't that a little disrespectful? Doesn't that make your
Sleepy Jean, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you supporting my channel.
your wife a little mad that you're still fawning after this guy that you couldn't get 7 years ago? Is that
Yeah, that's totally what she's doing, Ron. You're right. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having opened my eyes. Yes, my wife is clearly fawning over the man she could never have. That's yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a revelation. How will my marriage survive?
is that what it is? Because that's what it's all about.
BP says, I remember the internet girlfriend, and that's all I'll say.
From you to Amy May to MFW to Sam, it's all about an attractive dude rejected you in some way or did something to piss you off, and you said, "Oh, he's just by himself and his kid. Oh, he just buried his kid. Let's attack."
First of all, you didn't bury your kid. All right. We've established that. We've gone over that ad nauseum. That's not the case. Also, Yaba had punched your ticket long before that event ever took place. Here's a fun fact. So back when the DC first started, like in the very, 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 very beginning, people did like Ron. Why? Because nobody knew who Ron was at the time. Everybody was brand new on scene. We were just meeting each other. Hey, get to know one another. And he had been on the internet longer than anybody, and he, knew how to do his little show or whatever, right? And he always had base look, tell it like the fuck it is. Him and Katie, and everyone liked Katie. So then by proxy, people liked Ron, right? Well, that didn't last very long. Ron started showing his true colors and his true personality um almost immediately. And do you know who the first person to call Ron out was? The very first person way back in the very beginning of the DC who called Ron's bitch ass out? It was Yaba. And that shit did not go over well for her at all because she saw Ron for what the fuck he was long before anybody else did. So, yeah, she took a beating over that. Sure did. But now, present day, Ron and his female girlfriend like to rewrite the story. I've even seen some bullshit within the last couple of days being said online. People saying, oh, Yaba was a huge supporter of Ron's back in the day. No, the fuck she wasn't. Never, ever, ever. Anyway, Pepperidge Farms remembers.
That was cute. It was cute. Oh, she finally divorced her husband. Yeah, she was married forever because she had divorced her husband to marry somebody else. That's I mean, unfuckable people got to get together.
Oh, is he talking about me now? Yes, I finally divorced my husband. Big news there.
We got to quit. I mean, the Mexicans, I think they're getting tired of the great big fat gunts. We gotta save our fellow Mexicans. We gotta hook unfuckable people up. Okay, that's all we gotta do. Is we got
I just find it so interesting that he's talks so much about unfuckable, she's unfuckable people, blah blah blah. Dude, your dick don't work, and your girlfriend is Clara Frank. Always the projection out of this one. Always. Hey, Murphy Smith, so good to see you. I'm behind regarding the matching shirt and beanie Gerd buys him Garanimals. Holy shit, Murphy Smith. That's exactly what it is. Good to see you, Murph. Oh shit, now I've lost my tab. Oh, there we are. Projection, projection, projection. That's right. Why not? OGDC remembers. I just love how these people are just rewriting history, and it's the grift gang and their Kiwi farmer friends. Um, and of course, Clara is part of that group, not Ron, as he makes it very clear. I just love how they think they're just going to rewrite history in 2024. There's still enough people around who were there back in the day to know better.
to hook unfuckable people up, and we will be.
Oh yeah, he's going full on fucking racist. He gives no fucks anymore. I think that that's like a signal, to the leader of the grift gang over there, Hillbilly Belinda and her BFF Aaliyah Alexander. Like, look at me. I'm openly racist and proud too, and I have no problem being openly racist. and proud. Pick me, be my friend. Terry Lynn, presumably.
Fine. But I think this is cute that, you take one little screenshot and you're like, damn, dog, thoughts and prayers. I appreciate the thoughts and prayers. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. So I hear you're moving.
Yeah, Bradley D, exactly. Belinda told them all he can be as racist as they want. Yep. She finally green lighted that shit. They are out and proud for sure.
But
oh my gosh, Langley, thank you so much for getting 20 Samantha Jean memberships. Thank you so much. It's so generous. Terry Lynn, welcome. Gothic, Madonna, Don't Fence Me In, Ratatouille. Welcome, Dell, Peanut, Jesse Road, Alex. Welcome. Why not? Oh my goodness, Jan's Views. Can y'all even hear me over my maraca? Door, I don't know how to say that. Dorstang Cartagena. I don't know. Where am I? The Comb Over, Unique, Nutty's Niche, Cindy, Game Vibe, Tisha. Welcome. Oh, you too, Malevolent. Hey, wait, Malevolent. You on the list? No, you're fine. You're totally fine. Random channel name, Poltergeisha. Welcome. Thank you so much, Langley. Okay, wait, hold on. I seen a question I want to go back to. Hey, Katie Cakes, I see you. Oh, Brioche says unfuckable people belong together. Okay, you might as well marry DC then, because that's y'all are stuck together. Ain't that the truth? Thank you so much, Langley. Shake him out of the tree, baby. All right.
I hear you're moving. Are you moving on up or are you moving on back to the trailer park? Yeah, and Sam is obsessed with a
Whatever you. Nobody over here is moving backwards. That's you, pal. You moved from your mom's attic into your grandma's basement. I love that from you. What is this she's saying? Sam is obsessed with ATX, who's much prettier than you are, Corey. Okay. I mean, if you say so.
ATX, who's much prettier than much prettier than those buck teeth and those that buck tooth vampire.
Oh my God, Katie Cakes, what type of complicated furniture are you putting together?
Yeah, the farms is the farms. This isn't middle school. You can support right and denounce wrong without being a factor. Like how I voted for Trump. And when he got into office and he did something stupid, I called it out because he's my president. And that's my job to hold my president accountable. Yeah. You, on the other hand.
Yeah, that's your job, Ronald P. Corman of Connersville, Indiana, to hold the president accountable. That's right. Do you know how many people have professed their feelings for Yaba? ATX only gets other people's husbands. ATX, she had a thing for Yaba back in the day too. Sure did, didn't you? Didn't you, old girl?
The hand can't handle any amount of criticism because you're soft, you're fragile. And the only reason you're with Sam is because you need somebody to make you feel big and bold because Katie turned on your ass, right? And you didn't have anyone. You were scared to death because Katie fucked your world up.
You know what he's referring to? He is referring to way back in the day when Yaba called him out and Katie did turn on her. She did a whole fucking stream on her. You guys remember the one outside? Remember when Katie had that red couch on her porch outside because they couldn't fit it in the house? Remember when Katie did that stream about Yaba out there? Was it a stream or a video? I can't remember now. Yes. Saucy bun brioche on the porch on the red couch. That's what he's talking about. Thanks for see, what does that tell you? That tells you he remembers. He remembers that Yaba has been on his ass, that Yaba punched his fucking ticket way back. When I'm talking way back, okay, look, the OGDC first started forming November 2016, but it really didn't start getting off the ground till January 2017. Okay, Yaba punched this jabroni's ticket by May. By late spring, very early summer, she had his fucking ticket punched. That's how long she's been on his ass. For those of you trying to go into, Yaba was a huge supporter of Ron's. No, the fuck, she wasn't. Yes, hot plate, Katie, MFW, yes.
But
Heavy pieces wants everyone to know I was present for that.
Like the deal is now you guys have blown your wad with the real life shit. Like you've called CPS so many times. You have people that you that is someone that's a mod for your channel called the fire brigade and ambulance and the police, and they all came to my store.
Um, who? This dude has absolutely no fucking clue who he is, where he is, or the people that are surrounding him. Who sent the fire brigade to your store and has a wrench on Yaba's channel? Who? Because last I heard, y'all were saying it was tragic. So now if you're saying it's one of Yaba's mods, I'd like to know who. Does anybody know who the fuck it is he's talking about? Anyone? I'll wait. Even the cops don't care who made that prank call. That's right. I don't know. I mean, as far as I am aware, Clara has a whole ass EPO filed with a court date pending against Tragic, and her like number one complaint in that EPO, from what I understand from what she said, is that she's alleging that Tragic called the fire brigade to their store. Now he's saying it's one of Yaba's mods. So which one is it? I think somebody should probably clip this and make sure that Tragic has that, because you got this man's female girlfriend pointing the finger at Tragic, and then we have Clara's female boyfriend pointing the finger at an unnamed mod on Yaba's channel. It can't be both. Hold on. P-Day said, Sam, didn't Katie go on a road trip and come unannounced to Yaba's home because Yaba was done? She most certainly did. Showed up unannounced. Yes, she did. Thank you, P-Day.
And ever since then, business has been dead for everybody there. So
God, just stop saying that. Stop saying it. You have no idea how absolutely fucking ridiculous you sound when you say that dumb shit.
yeah, you've kind of run out of real life. You've sent somebody in to stalk me. You put that man's life at risk, not mine, because if he'd have touched me,
I sent that man into stalk. This is why I really feel like Ron needs a serious mental health evaluation, because that is not at all what happened. Everybody knows it. Like, there's literally not a person on the internet who can say, yeah, that's totally what Sam did. Sam sent somebody in Ron's store to stalk him. Like, that's not what happened. But I do love, though, that he is once again out of his own mouth expressing that he is seriously delusional and that he's dangerous and that he frequently, if not daily, if not several times throughout the day, has these twisted, demented thoughts about killing people who he delusionally perceives as some sort of threat. Like, the dude live streamed going into the store. We know he was in there for less than 90 seconds. We know that he did absolutely nothing but ask you about your merchandise. He was very pleasant and he left. Yet here you are, what, almost a year later? Or are we at a year now? I don't know. And you're literally talking about how you would have murdered that man? Yeah, and not only that, he went into the store on his own and he said out of his own mouth that nobody sent him in there.
I hope he has 6 friends to carry him.
See, like, what is
Man's life at risk, not mine, because if he didn't. So yeah, you've kind of run out of real life. You've sent somebody in to stalk me. You put that man's life at risk, not mine, because if he'd have touched me, I hope he has 6 friends to carry him. He's talking about shooting people. Well, yeah, when somebody sends somebody in to stalk me, and I don't know what their intentions are, right?
Dude, so what are you saying? That the next time you're in your store and somebody walks through the door and you don't know what their intentions are, that you intend to shoot them and murder them? This doesn't sound like somebody who's of sound mind who should be in possession of firearms. Clara.
I gotta live in this town with this guy. What if I found somebody in New Albany to go wherever you guys wouldn't own shit anyway, but you'd have to lease everything. So anyway.
That's right.
All right, let's keep it pushing.
Yeah,
You guys ready for some good
want to keep it pushing past that one.
old anti-Semitism? I love the anti-Semitism that comes out of this bitch's mouth. Oh my God.
Okay, we're gonna bop past this. Oh Lord.
Line is slowly moving back as it's almost the middle of your head. Like this, like a
He's smoking Virginia Slims 120s.
cartoon character. It's hilarious. But yeah, Amy, I don't.
Oh my God.
Man, you so whenever anyone calls me a drunk stripper, I just laugh. I saw on Sam's stream, Ron called me a name. Yeah, and I call lots of women names: cunts, whores, bitches, dirty slits, glizzy gobblers, you name it.
Wow, I bet your mom and your grandma are so proud of you, aren't they, Ron? Are they proud of you, little Ronnie?
It gets to you, bro. That's why you're passionate about your boy. Well, you know what though? If I've worked on anything, it's that. It's like you're just slinging words at a kid. Like it's like it's weird to me now. It's not like I get angry. It's just like it's weird to me. It's weird.
Okay, hold on.
It's
Hold
you
on.
know, and it makes me.
Ron, shut up. Lord. Yeah. Okay, so wait, I think I bopped past it. I did. Okay, hold on. This is my favorite part. Here we go.
Jew bitch and beg Linda, the illiterate ridden hillbilly.
This is it. God, I'm good. Ready? You guys listening? This is my favorite part of the whole stream.
Maybe they were onto something. LMFAO.
Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for this super chat. He must have just woke up because this shit is all in his dreams. Ain't that the truth? Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you supporting my channel.
Man, you guys are really hating on
This is my favorite part. Man, you guys are really hating on
Belinda. I think it's time to get the gang back together. The band back together, rather. I think it's time to get the band back together.
What about me, guys? Can I be your friend too?
To some extent, because like, you know, if you ever need allies, it's right now, right? Because I mean, like, what fun is it to take them on yourself? It's more fun if there's more of you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all out there hear me? Y'all out there hear me? Let's get the band back together.
He's talking to Beg Linda and Gigi. That's who he's talking to. That's what he means by wants to get the band back together. Now that Clara is friends with Beg Linda and Gigi and their Kiwi farmer friends over there, now he wants to be friends too. Let's get the band back together, guys. Remember when we were all friends on the internet? Can't fucking wait. It's great. He's talking about Beg Linda. Here, I'll tap it back.
Hillbilly. That is obviously a product of South Asian cousin fucking culture, according to fraud, self-titled Jew bitch and beg Linda, the illiterate ridden hillbilly. Maybe they were onto something. LMFAO. Man, you guys are really hating on Belinda. I think it's time to get the gang back together. The band back
Get the gang back together. He even used the word gang, dude.
together, rather. I think it's time to get the band back together.
See, then he realized he used the word gang. No, I mean band. And I want to be the leader.
To some extent, because like, you know, if you ever need allies, it's right now, right?
Right, guys?
Because I mean, like, what fun is it to take?
I think old Beg Linda and Gigi are doing just fine over there with the allies they already have on deck. I don't think they necessarily need you, Ron. What do you bring to the table? Nothing, because you're a fucking joke.
Come on yourself. It's more fun if there's more of you. You know,
It's more fun if there's more of you. The only problem is Ronnie. You're dead fucking weight and you're useless to everyone, including Beg Linda, Gigi, and their Kiwi farmer friends, and your girlfriend,
what I'm saying.
a female one.
And so, y'all out there hear me? Y'all out there hear me? Let's get the band back together. Let's get the band back together. All right, you never said. Yeah, well, she makes shit up. She makes shit up. You know what I'm saying? They all do. Yaba has lied for years.
Yabba has lied for years. Really? About what? About what? What's one lie Yaba has told on you that has been proven to be a lie? Name one. Just one. Ronnie.
And what's really weird is it's always about kids and shit, right? It's always about kids. Like, what the fuck's your interest in my child so much?
Nobody gives a fuck about your kids. Literally nobody, not even you, pal. We don't care about your children. We don't talk about your children.
Weird, creepy. You're a fucking grown ass woman. Mind your goddamn business, bitch. Um, no, they're not. She can't insult. It's like tragic. He has to call the fire brigade because he's got nothing else. That's all he's got. He doesn't know how to talk. He can't speak.
Cassandra said, "Stop it, Dutch. No one cares." Yeah, why don't you smoke your weed?
He can't speak. That's his problem. Is when he speaks, he literally sounds like a fucking retard. He does.
Dude, look at yourself. The nerve of this jabroni to be calling anyone else a fucking freetard.
The guy's as dumb as a fucking bag of warm cat shit. So we got Amy May. Amy May's got some problems too with me, I guess. I guess she doesn't like me or she just hasn't gotten over me because she too had a crush on me. Look at me.
Gee, who didn't have a crush on Ron? According to Ron. Who didn't have a crush on Ron? That's right. Yaba called his kid that because he called her 6-year-old daughter a whore. Don't care, would do it again. That's right, baby.
Whenever anyone calls me a drunk stripper, I just laugh. I saw on Sam's stream, Ron called me a name. Yeah, and I call lots of women names. Cunts, whores, bitches, dirty slits, glizzy guy.
Yes, Tally, we just played that part. Tap it back. Sure did. Begging for friends, begging for Beg Linda and the Griff Gang to be his friend again. I fucking love it. Do it, Beggy. Do it. What do you have to lose? Nothing.
Gobblers, you name it.
The only one crushing over Ron is Beth. Sasha, true words have never been spoken.
It gets to you, bro. That's why you're passionate about your boy. Well, you know what though? If I've worked on anything, it's that. It's like you're just slinging words at a kid. Like it's like it's weird to me now.
Dude, you called a 6-year-old little girl a whore. Remember? But all you want to do is cry about the mother of that 6-year-old calling your kid a retard. Okay.
It's not like I get angry. It's just like it's weird to me. It's weird. It's and it makes me more protective because if grown women are out here doing this, then he's almost an adult, and
Dude, you've never been protective over any of your children. The first two were raised by their mother. You had very little to do with them. You didn't even pay child support. In fact, you went to great lengths and represented yourself pro se, and put a great deal of effort into not paying child support. And we all know that you've done nothing to protect little Negs. Remember, Sean, your friend Sean, told us how you exposed your 8-year-old autistic son to strange men that you met on the internet. and that you left him unsupervised with a strange man you knew only from the internet while they was drinking military grade PTSD and weapons being brandished. Talk about protecting your kid. You fucking joke.
Yeah. Take a nap, Amy. Give the Adderall a break.
Oh yeah, that's another good point, Alex Glitter. Thank you for bringing that up and reminding us. Why was your son failing out of school? Clara told the bodega she helped the boy get caught up on his schoolwork. When Clara Hondra moved in with you, your son was failing out of school. 15 years old in the 8th grade, failing.
Okay. Taking too much of it. So he just can't get over me.
Yeah, his son fights with the schoolgirls to the point to where he's so disrespectful they spit on him. He let his last kid quit high school. Don't even look in my direction when it comes to parenting. Exactly.
It's been years, Ron. Well, we never had a thing. I don't know. I want to remind you of that. We never had a
Yes, 15 years old and in the 8th grade. Yes. Oh my God, look at that still. Look at that still. Holy shit. That right there, I deserve a fucking award for that one. Wow. That's going in my special folder. That's going in my keep right here. Don't you ever delete this shit folder. Uh-huh.
thing. Never, ever did we have a thing.
Yeah, most 15-year-olds are sophomores in high school. Yes. Sophomores. What's the normal age for 8th grade? 13. Kids 2 years behind. Failed, dropped out, flunked out.
Well, I mean, now see, this is the difference I had. I had to realize that this is the internet. Now, if somebody in real life tried to hurt him, like came here and
Bradley, stop it. He thinks that kid's going to be the next Elon Musk. He literally said that. Delusional. Delusional.
tried to hurt him, they're
Oh, thank you, Alex. One moment. Is this a screenshot of the kid's grades? Oh my God. Why is she posting screenshots of this kid's grades onto the internet? Hold on. What is this? Clara was telling it all. So she says, Slade's progress so far. If any of those ho think they're taking me away from Negs or that kid, they're wrong. Look at her patting herself on the back. Oh my God, look, it says meal balance, and she even put money on his lunch account. Clara, please, you're doing too much. You know that boy qualifies for free and reduced lunches. Why are you putting money on his lunch account? That is such an invasion of privacy. Could you imagine if I was screenshotting Yaba's kids' grades and sharing it with people on the internet and the Discord? Who does that? But I thought you were protecting your kid, Ron. How is that protecting your kid? Letting your girlfriend, not even their stepmother, your live-in girlfriend, take screenshots of his. First of all, why does Clara have access to that? Why does Clara have access to the boys' grades online? Is it because she puts money on his lunch account? Is that why she has access to that? I know I've seen other screenshots before where she literally says that the kid was failing school before she moved in. Mm-mm-mm. Way to protect your kid.
You know you know what I don't have to say the outcome of that is that some children are going to grow up without a parent because no.
Wait, what?
Notes I had
He's talking about murdering somebody again?
I had to realize that this is the internet. Now, if somebody in real life tried to hurt him, like came here and tried to hurt him, they're you know you know what I don't have to say the outcome of that is that some children are going to grow up without a parent because no.
She goes to the meetings at school. She answers the emails because God forbid Ron do any of that. Wow.
Yeah, I never mentioned her. She just kept popping up talking shit about me. Like, Amy, you need to let go of it, okay? I know I released a provocative picture, and women and straight men from this little corner of the internet lost their minds.
Why is he so paranoid? Mental illness, serious paranoid delusion.
So much that they
That's why he cannot pass a background check to be approved to purchase a firearm legally in the state of Indiana. That's why Clara Frank purchases the firearms and supplies them to him, which I do believe is a felony in the state of Indiana. You might want to not do that, Clara.
posted a picture of their Twizzler, turkey skin covered Twizzler. Gross.
Was he talking about other men's penises again? The fantasizing about shooting people is really troubling. Indeed, it is. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Prozzy Fozzy. Y'all want to talk about me going to a community? I don't even know what that screenshot was from. Probably from some Board of Public Safety meeting in a hoodie in the dead of winter in northern Indiana. Meanwhile, Clara Hondra is going to the school board meeting in her fucking pajamas. Anyway,
All right, let's see here. I don't even know what you're talking about here. Hang on. Give me just a second. Oh,
which one, Bradley D?
okay. I don't know what this means. You might have to explain this, Clara. Her mentor, DC, jack of all trades, master of nothing. I don't know who mentors who. I don't mentor anybody. I come on here and give men, young men,
Oh, Claire shuffling the school board meeting. I don't have it handy.
older men, middle-aged men, elderly men, dead men, all advice. I give them advice, right? Like Russ. Like I don't know why I tried to father that kid. I felt like you grew up with your grandma and your mom, you're fucked. You're fucked. Usually men who, don't have any male.
Who did you grow up with, Ron? We know because you've told us your grandma and your mom. Your dad split.
I don't know why I tried to father that kid. I felt like you grew up with your grandma and your mom, you're fucked. You're fucked. Usually men who, don't have any male presence around have some real issues. Also, Neg says mean words. He isn't calling people's parents. I've never called any
You would know once again. Speaking from experience, projection.
vice parents or CPS or threatening to brick anybody. What? But I mean, like, if somebody starts doing that shit and I know who it is, then I will absolutely take the appropriate actions I need to deal with said situation. But it's anything I do is going to be legal. We've known that, and nobody will know about.
Which way? Which way are you going? Are you going to shoot someone dead for walking in your store and potentially maybe being a threat to you, or are you going to handle everything very legally on the up and up? Which one is it, dude?
To be complete fucking silence. Like right now, there could be some shit behind the scenes going on that you don't know about because I don't want to talk about it because I like the element of surprise.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? You literally tell everything. Always. You always have. You always will. You just did just now.
Oh, she says you're Anna's. Okay. Anna's mentor and a failure at life. Last time I saw, she was living in some kind of shanty.
Like your grandma's rundown piece of shit house that is literally soaked in the urine of unneutered male boxer dogs. No air conditioning, no heat. One can only wonder what the plumbing situation is like over there. Unreal.
With
The whole house wasn't even given to him, Batty. He has 50% ownership of that house. 50.
She was. I mean, it was obvious she had roommates. Nothing wrong with that. I've had roommates. I've had some shitty roommates. Had some good roommates. All right, so I'm. He's a full-time
Uncontrolled type 2 pissy walls.
podcaster for both. For I guess that's Beth and Jana now.
You should have left this screenshot out of your presentation because this is the funniest shit I've ever seen, and it is true. A full-time, there's just one word missing, and that would be volunteer. Full-time volunteer podcaster for Beth and Jana. Volunteer because he makes no money. So true. It's so true.
She spent a good
No, his grandma's house is not even worth $50K. It's not. It's worth like, I think 17.5 maybe. It's nothing. It's worthless.
$30,000 on that crap in rent. No. How much do you think we pay
No.
for rent? $750 a month. Okay.
$750 a month rent for a retail space. That tells you everything you need to know about the trajectory of the business occupying the space.
For the entire year, it'd be $12,000 if you didn't sell a single solitary thing.
Okay.
Okay. Thousands of dollars of that money was my investment.
You didn't have thousands of dollars. Your female girlfriend gave you thousands of dollars. What are you talking about? Hey, Amy May.
Okay. And thanks to the internet not being able to act like normal human beings and stalking,
My car costs more than a house is worth too, Sasha.
and making false calls that you're recorded on, and then I will take the stand and swear in and say that it's you because I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
I'd like to see you.
TV48, we didn't even catch that. We just let that walk on by, didn't we? Fifi says $750 a month for a whole year is not 12,000, but okay. It's not. It's 9,000. Oh my God. He goes on to say here in just a minute that there's still like $1,000 in some account or something. That would be the 10K.
You get punished for that or even go to jail for it. And thanks to stuff like that, all businesses have been affected. I have dubbed that, if we're gonna have a business open, people know about this stuff. They're not gonna.
I wonder. I wonder just how many times just in the last year that the police or the fire brigade have been called out to the Save-A-Lot retail strip mall store situation type deal in Connorsville. Do you really think, Ron, that the fire department showing up at your store one time is what's caused every single business in that little strip mall to fail? Yeah, totally. Seems legit.
Want to come somewhere where shit like that happens? Where somebody who's like infamous like me, I can't say I'm famous. I'm a little famous, but it's infamous, created by other people. They're not going to come. So I've been sitting here at this little table, making the lease money to pay the lease out, working for free for another 6 months. Whatever. I did it. I opened it. It was cool. The town is too doped out. The town is too broke. It's just not a good place for it. The attic would thrive in a college town, but then we'd be paying like $2,000 a month rent.
The attic would not thrive in a college town. I can assure you that. That shitty ass Temu resale store would not thrive anywhere.
But no, nobody spent $30,000 on anything. As a matter of fact, the with the lease and everything, the GoFundMe money, yeah, that's gone. That's gone on the lease. And God damn, I don't know. You want me to get all the receipts out and tell you all the shit we needed?
Whoa. Now he's saying that he spent the GoFundMe money on the lease. Then what did you spend the Kickstarter money on?
But now I sit here at this table and I replenish that account. I have constantly replenished that account. It's never dropped below 1,000. But I know that the GoFundMe money is gone. So, but it's, I'm not explaining this to people. It costs
explain it.
a lot of money to run a business. No matter.
It costs a lot of money to run a business. Yeah, because every single day you had shipments of Temu shit coming in. That's what costs so much. You're buying all that Temu shit and you're not selling none of it.
Matter where you're at. And if I wanted to spend, or she wanted to spend $30,000 on a Pee Wee Herman diamond encrusted button, that's her business. She can do that. Who
He would choose Pee Wee Herman.
cares? What do you care? What do you care, pocket watcher? Are you upset that you don't have $30,000 that you can just do something with?
How do you know what Amy May has and what she don't have? You don't. Shut up.
Run my shop with your little.
Nobody's running your shop. Not even your female girlfriend. Not even you. Not even one of your kids. Nobody's running that dump because you're a failure.
Tiny little head, long neck. All men care about our tits anyway, so just keep those out. But you know, everybody.
Yeah, how much did she spend on legal fees and settlements, Ron?
Everybody over there and everybody everywhere is doing bad. Really, people have businesses open downtown as just a kind of like a status. Like, you know, how you're in school. I play football. I own a business.
Once again, projection. That is you, my guy. That is you, pal. Very good. Thank you so much for the super chat. Whose fault is it then, Ron? The doped out town or the internet people? Pick one, dummy.
Businesses open downtown as just a kind of like a status. Like, you know, how you're in school. I play football. I own a business. Motherfucker, I own a brand. I wish I had my t-shirt.
Oh, now his flex that he owns a brand. Hey, Lace with Lacey. Good to see you here. Listen to this. I own a brand. I wish I had one of my t-shirts down here so I could show you.
A status. Like, you know, how you're in school. I play football. I own a business. Motherfucker, I own a brand. I wish I had one of my t-shirts down here. I'd show you. I have a brand. I mean, I trademarked it. I trademarked
it. See? I trademarked it. You did? Or your girlfriend did? Your female girlfriend. We know you didn't do that. We know that was all Clara. Clara did the work. She did the paperwork. She paid for it. You didn't do shit, Ron. You didn't do shit because you ain't shit, because you'll never be shit. I love it.
I own properties. What do you own?
I own properties. No, you don't, dude. Your name is on the deed for your grandma's house along with your grandma and her living trust. You don't own shit. You couldn't even list that house for sale right now if you wanted to because you don't own it. Yeah, you don't even own your car, Ronald. You know that Buick is in his grandma's name and the other car he drives? Ever since Clara got herself a new Hyundai, he drives Clara's hand-me-down Hyundai that also is not in his name. Nothing you claim to own is in your name. Nothing.
Amy, Yaba, aka, what do any of you own? You don't own a home. You don't own a car. You probably lease and pay on all these things, right? Car, outright. House, outright. Everything is outright.
Everything is outright. You don't own shit, bro. You don't even own a 2000 Buick LeSabre outright. It's your grandma's car.
So I don't understand it.
Lacey says, I see Ron is still running. Ooh, Bradley, burn. Bradley D says, yeah, but owns a YouTube channel. Do you have that, Ron? Oh, that was a banger. Bradley, that is what we call a banger, and it is going on the board. Thank you so much.
But jealousy is a sign of evil. So, oh, here's a good one. Karsten, my friend, are you still here? Are you still here? Look at this one. Look at this one from former big time support.
Christina, you girl.
Former, we used to exchange mail. We used to send each other shit back and forth. We used to talk all the time. She also used to try to stir a lot of shit. Christina is it all here. She's talking about Karsten. Don't worry, I'm gonna drop the link here in a minute because I know like if DC
38 minutes into it. Don't worry, I'll drop the link here in a minute.
Karsten want to pop up at school or anybody really, don't interrupt
Anybody but Sam and Yaba. I can't handle Sam and Yaba being on panel, but anybody else is fine.
one another. Let everybody speak. If we get a lot of people up here, and be kind. And I am going to like moderate. Like, fuck up unless somebody else talks. Anyway, you can tell by the way he speaks to Karsten, he hates him. Being me. I thought he was jealous because Karsten and DC are friends. Maybe it's just because he's gay. Run from this loser, Karsten. Man, I mean, like you.
Langley has questions for you, Clara. Clara, where's that cane Corso? Where's the trip to Europe? Where's your acres of land and a home that would be fenced? Excellent questions, Langley. Oh, Ronnie's still refusing to travel outside of the United States. They talk about it. I don't think we'll get there.
I am not willing to paint everybody with that broad brushstroke because one person was evil. Okay. I adore Karsten. Every time he comes up, we have a wonderful conversation. I am not jealous in the slightest about anything. Yeah, I don't fuck with anybody because I don't fuck with anybody. Like the people I truly, genuinely cared about and came up with are either like have large families now or they're fucking dead. Okay. So it's me. It's me. Bit of a loner, really. I mean, I got a guy I talk to occasionally and shit like that, right? But this right here.
You hear that, Clara? Your female boyfriend is a loner.
Is like kind of like social life.
He's such a loner. He wouldn't even have shit to do with his kids unless one of them came with a check.
In a way, right? Like you. It's a social life for you and everybody else. I don't know if Karsten is still here or not, but this is the most absolute absurd screenshot I've ever seen.
Karsten wasn't even in the chat. Carson didn't even stick around. DC had to text Carson and be like, could you come back to the chat, please? He's talking to you.
Christina, you know better than this. You know so much better than this.
Boy, Ratatouille, that's fine.
You're a shit-stirring piece of dog shit. And I wouldn't even be talking about this if you weren't part of my community. And yes, my approach is very harsh and brash, and I do not care. I do not care because people only understand brutality, right? Sending CPS to my house, all that shit, right? We're winning. Nope. Looks like you didn't win. What the fuck?
Dude, you're in your grandma's basement. Enough said. Chantel's type 2 butt hand. Thank you so much for the super sticker.
Oh, yeah, Bridget. When Bridget the idiot served Matthew years ago, he had a complete and total mental collapse. He viciously lashed out at Afshan and her nose in her pain of anger. She used the opportunity to prison shank all her female rivals so that only she remained to catch his white lady tears. Who will end up in the hole in the desert this time? You know who else has threatened Clara? And admitted it under oath, under cross-examination? Yaba.
Yeah, and so what? What's that got to do with shit? Of course she admitted it. She's not a coward bitch who does things, has other people do their dirty work, and then acts like they had nothing to do with it. What's your point? Yeah, exactly, Bradley. And it wasn't a threat. It was a promise. What's your fucking point?
But you denied calling my kid a retard when you did. They're both in print. That was weird. I think you got them mixed up there, Biden.
I don't think she denied that. I really don't think she denied that. What she denied was doxing your mom because she didn't dox your mom. I did. You don't even remember. We have the transcript. Do we need to go back to it? She admitted to saying that she would drop Clara on fucking site. She admitted to that, and that still stands to this day, by the way. She will drop Clara on site, so don't fuck around and find out. She admitted to calling your kid a retard, but what she said is that she didn't dox your mom because she didn't. I did. That's what I thought, babe. You can't even keep the shit straight, Ronald.
You were supposed to deny threatening somebody with violence and admit to calling a disabled child or a child with a...
That wasn't a threat. Saying if I ever see you on the fucking street, it's on site, I will drop your ass, or however it is she worded it. That's not a threat. That's just letting you know that's what'll happen. You threaten motherfuckers all the time. Don't you? Oh, if somebody comes in my store and I don't know what their intentions are, I will kill them. Yep, Yaba was the only one not to pussy out and say, I don't recall to every fucking question. Remember that?
Autism retarded. I didn't even care when I don't even know. I don't know how to. I didn't know how to cross examine or how to enter evidence or none of that. And I still went in there and got you to admit that you were going. You threatened Clara. You said if you see.
You didn't get her to admit anything. She's never lied or denied that. She literally said it on her own fucking Twitter account. I recognize the fact that I realize that you don't recognize such tactics because, again, you get other people to do your dirty work and then you act like you have nothing to do with it. That's what you do. And then when you're questioned about shit, I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't know. I don't remember.
Her on the streets of Indiana where we live, that you're going to beat her ass on God, which is ghetto talk for I promise I'm going to do it.
Yeah. See, you do recognize the difference between a threat and a promise. See?
Oh yeah. Forgot the link. Yeah, because I'm through the screenshots now. Oh wait. I got one more screenshot. Totally forgot about it. Yeah, you're out of your goddamn mind, Christina. I don't know why you would even post. Why would you even post something like that? You're the big Christian. I ain't got a problem with homophobia. I don't.
Yes, he did, Lisa. Saucy, yes.
As long as people respect my boundaries, I respect other people's boundaries. Like people, as long as people respect my boundaries, like I respect female boundaries, then we're good. I've had some dudes around me that were a little too flirtatious, and I've had to tell them, like, hey, man, don't be touching me and shit. Like, even if you were like a girl that I wasn't attracted to, I'd have said the same thing back.
Bradley D says Carson is a gay man who thinks trans people shouldn't be in the LGBT community. Those kinds of gays will never care if their friend is homophobic because they themselves are willing to throw others under the bus for their own gain. Thank you for that, Bradley D.
Then, right? And now, if
it's important, those things are important to say, Bradley D. And I appreciate you saying that because a lot of people don't know the first thing about Karsten. Karsten, who the real crocheter? Who's that?
Gay guys like I could be too friendly and flirty. I'd be like, hey, dial it back. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just whatever. It's not a big deal. That conversation got me raped. Jesus.
Yes, Scarletter. This is the man who threatens to bite other men's penises off.
Great. All right, we got one more screenshot here.
Yeah, why is Ron always surrounded by gay guys hitting on him? Ron, are you giving off certain vibes? Yeah, Ron, why is it that you make gay men's gaydars go off the charts so much so that they're comfortable hitting on you? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Clara, have you ever asked yourself that question? Why does your female boyfriend trip the gaydar with the gay men so fucking hard? You ever ask yourself that? No? All right.
Just want to share this real quick. Hang on, let me blow it up for you. All right, there we go.
What is that?
Sure, that's something
what is that shit?
Oh my god.
Fucking weirdo.
You're such a good liar, Christina, pretending you're a Christian and a close friend to Negs. You're neither. No, yeah, a good Christian wouldn't do what she did and say the things that she did. She's a liar. It's so weird to be a Christian and a liar. So odd, bizarre.
Oh God, speak of the devil. Here's his female girlfriend since nobody else will go on panel with them.
Why, hello there.
How's it going in the upper floor of the house?
Oh, everything's calm. Everything's calm and fine and orderly. And that's just the way we like it.
That's funny because that's not at all the way you described the vibe in the household when you were talking about how your female boyfriend was in the middle of a mentee bee and you were making lunch and you had your own mentee bee on the floor of the kitchen. Yeah, unlike the basement. Remember when you said you could cut the tension in that house with a knife? Remember when you said that, Clara? We do.
Yeah, Carson says, thank God I'm homosexual and not gay, right? Hey, man. I don't even know where she got that from, bro. I mean, like, you can come up here if you want. It's up to you if you feel like it. We have spoken online.
I told you Claire had to tell Carson, ask him to come back to the chat. All of a sudden, Claire and Carson are both back in the chat and they hop up on panel.
Many times. And I just don't know where she would derive that from unless she's absolutely, because, everybody becomes a body language expert and all that other shit.
Right.
Like, is this what this is? This is like, you're a voice and analyst now. Ugh.
Well, they're all butthurt now because they wanted Karsten for themselves. I know this for a fact. And so they're mad because they can't wrench Karsten. Sort of like when
who wanted Karsten for what? Who wanted Karsten in for what?
When Yaba was trying to get Charlie to turn on me and she wouldn't, and Yaba got really angry. It's like they feel the same possessive weirdness towards Karsten. And Karsten, you're a great disappointment. That's what I've seen in chat.
I don't remember that either.
You're a
God damn.
great disappointment.
That is some extreme narcissism right
Yep.
there. That is, you're not entitled to anybody. Anybody can go wherever they want. You know what's crazy is I have local beefs with people, right? Where we could run into each other and it could get physical. Could get physical. I'm not saying it will. I said it could. And motherfuckers on the
This fucking freak, dude. Who talks like that?
internet take shit so far over nothing that it amazes me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Betty Karsten is the real crochetter.
I mean, like I said, like I was like, the only thing
Oh, Lace with Lacey, absolutely. You can find him playing awful music on Live Me. If you can find Live Me.
that people, well, I don't know, like that bitch trying to burn the garage down. If she did, what if I was in there working on something and fell asleep? And I don't know. So yeah, put a 1 in the chat if MFW's been to your house and allegedly tried to burn your garage down.
I'm just loving
Notice he does not put a 1 in the chat his damn self.
the fact, though, that so many people in such a short period of time have been exposed. You know, we've had Sam and Yaba, we've had the entire bodega, we've had all the former Negative Nation
Exposed for what?
people, we've had Sarah Locklear, we've had like one Russ, of course, one after the other, after the other, after the other, and all of a sudden people are like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on around here? You know,
it's because
Thanks,
this
guy boy.
community, for some reason, and this has been the way it is for years, is when it purges itself, people expose themselves completely. They take their mask off completely and prove that they were fake the entire time. Where's
Right.
my man? I hate you. I hate your gay ass, motherfucker.
Better.
So homophobic next. So homophobic.
Sick of all these faggots. Get on my nerves. No, not really. I love
No,
you,
it's
dude.
the same thing with homophobia, racism, all of this political bullshit when people are not considering context.
Yeah.
right?
When we are talking about the fat lesbianism over there, then this is not homophobic. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh, yes, of course. Context. Thank you for clearing that up, Karsten.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. Those two fat, sweaty warthog dykes. I don't give a shit about them.
Okay,
Hey,
nice.
I dare them to shave their head, like, because I saw Sam's greasy ass hair. She's not holding up very well on top.
Excuse me. My hair is not greasy. Never has been. Never will be. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Because
about.
I guess there's something about, like, I don't know what it is. If you become morbidly obese, it releases a hormone, maybe you produce more testosterone and start going fucking bald.
Which one is it? Is my hair greasy or am I going bald? Surely it's not both.
So, or
Yeah,
or
because
just be a middle aged.
that's the other thing. Yeah, I mean, that's when I started losing my hair. You know, when I mean, I would have
Oh, thank God Claire's taking this opportunity to discuss her hair loss.
lost my hair a lot anyway because, you know, when I eventually went through menopause, but menopause does result in hair loss. That is one of the symptoms. And because it's hormonal hair loss, you cannot get it back. You can't just rub Rogaine on your head and grow the hair back. So you learn to accept it, or you just get a decent haircut, slap a wig on that shit, and, you know, go about your merry way, whatever.
Right? Like you did. Is that what you did? Did you get a decent haircut and slap a wig on that shit?
My sister lost because of that her whole body hair, all of it.
Wow.
And it never came back.
Who did?
My sister.
Oh no.
That stupid bitch. Oops, who said this?
I've known people that like lost their eyebrows.
That is so weird, K Buns. K Buns says Karsten, the one up here on the panel, tried to take credit for the dolls Michelle from Maine sent Yaba. Fully lied in DC's chat that it was him who made them. That is so weird. Has anybody asked him why he would do such a thing?
But she lost everything.
Like how do you lose your eyebrows? Like, did you drop them? I mean,
Eyebrows, lashes, all of it.
Yeah, I've got really long eyelashes and pretty, you know, my eyebrows are not, they're like perfect because they're not too big, not too little, they're not too bushy. I don't have to trim them.
Yeah, you have very, very feminine eyebrows. I've noticed that in the past as well. Very, very feminine.
Yeah, and my eyelashes, the only thing about long eyelashes is I always get them in my fucking eye.
Yes, long feminine eyelashes as well.
It's like being stabbed with a samurai sword.
So yeah, the retardation has been off the charts. I mean, what can I tell you? These people are so fucking insane. All of them are so crazy. And so I'm really glad, actually, that Sam doxed her customers. I mean, I'm not glad for them. I'm glad that Sam did that. And then,
why would you say such a thing when that's not true? That is a slanderous, libelous allegation that you're making that would be damaging to my business, Clara Frank. Why would you say such a thing at the 50-minute mark of your boyfriend's stream? Weird.
she used Yaba's postcard list to dox more people.
Oh my gosh, then you bring my wife and her business into it. Also slandering, defaming, and damaging now my wife's business as well. That's crazy, especially when everybody knows that it was you, Clara Frank. You're the one who went online and publicly told everybody that the Amber Murphy on Hussey's witness list in his slander, defamation, libel lawsuit against you was the Damn It Amber. You're the one who told us where to find Damn It Amber's docs publicly on the internet on Hussey's witness list. You. That was you. Ma'am.
I'm glad that that happened because for years they were the ones who were pointing fingers and saying that we were terrible doxers and we were terrible people. Meanwhile, she's hanging out with the bodega now, so that'll work really well. But no, I mean, these bitches are insane. They are absolutely insane.
Lisa Simpson said yes. She was even scolded by the judge for talking about Hussey's witness list in a live stream chat. She was. We were all there. We all heard it. We all saw it.
Insane. And there is no other way for Yaba to make a living. I think that we've established that. So what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
I'll tell you right now, fucking with us is not going to make you any money. I mean, if you want to lose stuff, that's cool, but like, it's not going to make you any more money because you have a very vulnerable channel right now.
Very.
And
very.
There's probably a lot of my copyrighted content on there as well.
Oh, is there? Why don't you go look for it? Why don't you go spend some time looking for it, Ron?
Well as Clara's.
Yep.
Saying.
Oh no, how unfortunate.
And
Yep.
you know, I own the copyright to the attic, so I mean, like, it's just a you know.
Bitch, do something. Do something, you little bitch.
What I'm talking about. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Is this your Alamo?
Really smart idea.
Batty says, so is DC paying to get private information on people to harass and intimidate, allegedly? Batty, yes.
I mean, I'm not like flexing like a badass. I mean, I'm just pointing out the obvious that this all seems to be out of like a Hail Mary type desperation.
What are you referring to? What quote all seems to be out of a Hail Mary type desperation? Because Yaba mentioned you in 2 tweets. He acts as if he's been drugged on a live stream on Yaba's channel in recent days. He acts as if Yaba has done another one of her stand out, smash it, recorded content videos on him in recent days. Like, what are you talking about? This all seems to be done out of desperation. What are you talking about? It's like he is in a completely alternate fucking reality where there's actually something going on. Like, what are you talking about? Yaba has always talked shit about you on the Twitter. It's weird.
I mean, if money's that bad, just, e-beg. They call everybody else beggars.
Like you.
Right. Well, my understanding is that speaking of e-begging, that AK has gone full Richard Nixon in one of the discords that she's in, trying to carry out a mole hunt to figure out who was leaking her precious Tragics direct messages, the e-begging direct messages. Amy, do you realize the Tragics sent nearly identical, if not identical, messages to Dee, to Sherry, to so many people, so many women behind your back, and it was mostly women, if not all women, okay? So the fact that you have now outed and doxed one of the only people that watches your streams that's not in that server is an absolute genius move. What a great way to attract people into your community. The second that they leave your Discord or they're kicked out, their DMs are leaked, they're mocked, they're dragged, they're lied about, they're backstabbed. That is an amazing way to...
I think she's talking about Toots right now, and hasn't Toots owned and admitted that she was a mole? That's my understanding, that Toots is actually like owning it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've only skimmed over that.
Attract people into your community, into your Discord, and to support you, because what's not to love, right?
A Trump, all this was over a Trump profile picture.
Yep.
Something happened. What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't handle looking at the man. It's not like, dude, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, it's because
it's an avatar what an enemy used.
No, yes, exactly. That's what it is. So naturally, anybody who uses a Trump avatar is automatically that person who, by the way, it appears just went offline years ago.
Yeah.
But she sees this person. She's so paranoid. She sees this person hiding and lurking everywhere, in every corner, every shadow. And so in an effort to defend Tragic's honor, she decided that she was going to out one of the only new people that they've attracted in that community in months.
One of the only new people, she says. That's interesting.
So good work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's, you know,
exactly.
mental, wellness checks are a thing. I mean,
Right.
like, because this, when you see people behaving this way,
Who is this in your chat? I didn't even see this before. I said I was listening. I wasn't watching. Is this not Kiwi Farmer Olive LOL Oil herself in your chat? This is your Rumble. This is your chat. This is your stream. This is a comment you pinned up on your board. That's a Kiwi Farmer friend. That is a Kiwi Farmer friend. That's interesting. I'm not going to bop back to the beginning when you were like, I'm not friends with any Kiwi farmers.
I mean, like, unless they're going to hurt themselves or somebody, I ain't making no fucking phone call. But like, if I see somebody try to hurt themselves, I'm going to try to not let them do that.
Oh, you know what? Next,
But-
I just remembered something.
Should say that, so-
I thought that it would be very instructive to the audience to fill them in on some lore, which I only learned like a day or two ago. I had been wondering for a long time, how in the world did AK and Tragic cross paths? Because he's been through so many communities, drunken peasants, one community after another, where he's been shown the door, or it's been made very clear that he's unwelcome.
Yep.
After getting,
I'm going to bop past this simply because I don't know any of these other communities she's talking of, and I want to get to some other topics. So
Jesus
Yeah, exactly.
Christ, I know, right?
Exactly, Jana. It was a few Discords ago. It was, I think it was the Discord that I joined when I first joined. Nietzsche want to address it. I'm just sending me that now I want to hang out with you anymore.
Yep. Like, 47.
wait,
Old Amy, move the fuck on. You know.
Yep. Like, I get shown these screenshots today. And the first thing that popped in my head, this was funny, is the first thing that popped in my head, it was, I am 47.
Right.
And I don't know how old this fucking warthog is, but it was. I sat for about 2 hours until I could gather enough screenshots to be able to run through an hour. Because normally I don't do this type of thing, and I don't make a habit. Nobody's like,
maybe you should. Do you ever think about that, Dutch?
if I get the green light, yes, let's get some content that people send me stuff said about me. But outside of that, it never comes in. But today was an exception, I guess. And I thought it was funny because here's this whole ass adult, apparently with nothing else to do, and just on Twitter, a place where I have a Twitter account. I don't know how they haven't found it, but anyway,
Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody's interested in finding your Twitter account or following you on Twitter, dude. Literally nobody. Nobody. Maybe your mom. Maybe. Nobody likes you, Ron. Like literally nobody. Hey, B3J.
I could go defend myself, but why?
What's the point?
I've been posting the link in the chat, and that's what that is for.
Well,
They
they've
can come
also-
up. Any of them can come up here at any time and put me in my motherfucking place.
That's not true. He has said repeatedly that his links are not for Sam or Yaba. We are not allowed to take his links.
If I'm so bad, they could ruin me, get the clout. We've been over this again and again and again.
Well, they've all stunningly and bravely blocked me, so they continue to talk shit behind their blocks. I don't
Dude, I'm blocked. You've blocked me, Clara. What are you talking about?
give a fuck. I mean, the only way I can see what they're tweeting is either in a Discord or on Kiwi Farms, but I'm not seeking it out. I'm not like following them around.
No, that's weird.
Why would I? I mean, give me a break.
Like, yeah, like
Shocking.
yeah, like this lady last night. She was walking her dogs here, and this guy on a bike started following her, and then he like kind of like turned and went a different way, and then when she turned around, he was on foot following her, and I believe that's how it went down. And you gotta be careful out there, man.
What kind of dogs were they? Were they big or small?
I have no idea. They didn't describe the dogs. They didn't really hardly describe the dude, but it's just like, you gotta be careful. Hail to the
That smells like bullshit.
no. That's why you gotta have a wireless hole puncher, man. You need your wireless hole puncher. It's the only thing that's gonna save you. Cops ain't gonna get there in time. Nothing. You got
Wireless hole puncher. Are not all hole punchers wireless? I have never seen a wired hole puncher. What is he talking about? Oh, he's talking about a pew pew. Are you talking about a firearm that you cannot legally pass a background check to purchase? So your female girlfriend, Clara Frank, has to do all the firearm purchasing in your household? Is that what you're talking about?
The wireless hole puncher, that sounds very sexual, I'm just saying.
Oh, Karsten.
I'm sorry, I'm very
Oh, Karsten.
single in the moment. I'm very single.
It's like something they would use in those sex cams when somebody tip you. It's a wireless hole puncher. Just a fist that punches you in the ass. Punch me, daddy.
Oh my God, dude. Just come out. Dear God, just come out.
You probably make a fortune. That's the sad part.
By
You
the
know?
way, when I said on a number of different
What's a GBF?
streams that in the middle of the night, Amy would be rage posting in Discord and her posts would look like a cat walked across a keyboard, that's the kind of post I mean.
Oh, really? Where are the screenshots of those posts? If that's true.
Bad grammar, misspellings. It makes no sense. It was
Apocalypse punches. It's not a wireless hole puncher, dummy. It's a human hole puncher. This is why the MAGA and right wing people kicked you out of their community.
obvious that she hadn't slept
Oh, gay best friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, thank you.
probably in days. And she was so angry that she
That's funny. I didn't know what it was. Clara likes to think she has a gay best friend. Ron and Carson are phone boning for sure.
couldn't even articulate her thoughts. So
Yeah, that concerns me.
Listen, I've seen a lot of screenshots of shit that AK has said and has posted, and never, not once have I ever seen one where she's been unable to articulate what she's saying or where it appears as if a cat has walked over a keyboard. Never, not once. And let me tell you what, AK is a wordy motherfucker.
Me, Anna, because like
yeah,
there's a lot of people, like some of them are like that, like the guy who tried to assassinate Trump, like he was just a loner and then, and he did go to a gun range and all this other stuff, but you got people who go do this shit and they just break.
Right.
And the next thing you know, your mail's not getting delivered that day.
Yeah, she was encouraging me in one of the tweets to go pull up on Sam and Yaba. Why the fuck would I do that, Amy? Why would I do that? Why did that even cross your mind? She's like, why don't you go solve this by driving? Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Are you crazy? Well, we know the answer to that. I'm just saying.
Maybe that's something that she would consider. Maybe.
Exactly.
She would.
Yeah, that's what crazy people do. It's been done to us like
Yep.
twice that we know of. And it's, I mean, I don't know. I go outside and play with the dog and sit at my picnic table and chill. And it doesn't deter me from doing that because of my wireless hole puncher.
Right.
My big ass dog. I'm gonna punch you in the ass so hard you'll wish you never came around here.
I'm so sorry, Clara.
Hey, Megs,
Yeah.
have you ever seen Bug?
Oh God, this is one of my favorite parts. Listen to Clara talk about how she's so super safe because her dog is such a ferocious beast. Listen to this shit.
Basically assume the position.
Came around here.
I'm so sorry, Clara.
Hey, Megs,
Yeah.
have you ever seen Bug basically assume the position when he perceived a threat?
Oh yeah, thank you for adding more context to that because there's a lot of weirdos here.
Yeah.
No, I never have.
Okay.
He's always been really like, I've never been in a situation like that with him though. So
Because when we were in DC, I used to walk him and Sidhu at like 4:30 in the morning before I went to work. And it was always dark when I walked them in the morning. And I can tell you that those dogs, if they saw somebody walking up the street and they didn't like the cut of their jib, believe me, that one party was going to be crossing the street and it was not going to be me. Because those dogs, when the fur goes up and they start growling and Bug puts his ears forward, you don't, he means business. He's not joking,
Right.
So, I am fully locked and loaded in every respect. And I've got my beautiful boxer boy.
Fully locked and loaded. Hey, Lindsay, did Bug throw him off the porch? Yeah. Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, I got a 12-pound sausage teddy bear dog who I have to protect as well with my wireless hole puncher.
Right.
Like, don't you fuck with my dog. Did you know that like on restraining orders and shit, you can include your animals?
Yep, I sure did.
Like that's go near my dog. There you
Right.
like say something. You just call it a name.
Yep.
These two know everything there is to know about restraining orders, which, by the way, I wonder if we call the Fayette County Courthouse, if they'll tell us the date and time for that hearing.
back at court.
It's worth
Oh
a
my
shot.
God.
Y'all want to call and see if they'll tell us? I'm just curious. Why not? I ain't got nothing better to do. Hold on. They probably won't because it's an EPO, but maybe. Fayette. I'm just curious. Fayette County, Indiana Court Clerk. All right. Just for research purposes, Oh my God, they close at 4. All right, fine. Fine. Oops, hold on. Speaker. There we go.
Superior Court.
Hi. Actually, I'm not sure if I need Superior or Circuit Court. I'm calling to see if you can give me the date and time for a hearing. I don't have the case number though.
Okay, do you have the name that the case is under?
Yes, it is. The petitioner is Clara Frank, Frenk. Respondent is Matthew Berlinger.
Okay. Okay, that looks like it's scheduled for August 2nd at 2 p.m.
August 2nd, 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks much.
Yep, you're welcome.
Bye-bye. There you have it, folks. August 2nd, 2 p.m. Mystery solved.
Yeah, I thought that was funny when I filled one out.
Oh, and I just wanted to say to chat and everybody watching who's not in chat and anyone who watches the replay, I think that if anybody had any doubts that Matthew Berlinger had been served the other day,
My pleasure, Lisa Simpson and chat. My pleasure. My work here is done.
I think that we all know by now that he was. You don't have to see any paperwork from me. All you have to see is what has happened since. If he had not been served, he would have been going on stream along with the Rage Pig. And
I didn't bother asking during this particular phone call today. I didn't bother asking if they had the return of service on Matthew Berlinger yet, because let's just give Clara Honda the benefit of the doubt here and say that the PI that she hired considered him served. The Fayette County clerk would not have that return of service logged yet, I don't think. I know when Clara was served by certified mail, it was a full, I believe, 9 full calendar days before the court had the return of service registered in their system. 9 calendar days. So that's why I didn't bother asking, but we'll check back when it comes closer to August 2nd at 2:00 p.m. We'll check back and see if the court clerk has a return of service and if the court is considering him served. Hey, Ashley, nice to see you.
and the Rage Piglet. And they would have been doing, taking victory laps and laughing and pointing at me and ridiculing me and stuff. No, all that I've seen is a constant barrage of abuse, anti-Semitism, nonstop threats, which are all going to be presented in court. And I'm not going to talk in specifics, obviously, but keep going, because this is exactly what I need to strengthen my case, that all of you are unhinged, dangerous, and obsessed, and out of your fucking minds. All of you.
And oh man, yeah, it's like my attorney told me when the Cali thing, right, where he shouldn't have even been accepted as a case, it was ridiculous. Just to tell me shut the
Excuse me. They took the police report. They did an investigation. The police subpoenaed your YouTube records and your Twitter as well. They had a whole ass probable cause hearing where there was a hearing held. The evidence from the investigation was presented and probable cause was found to charge you with not 1, but 2 crimes, sir.
like you're not helping matters. I did.
Yep, Negs knows when the hearing is, and so does Tragic. And
Wait,
just to
hold on. I don't hear that part again.
Like you're not helping matters. I did.
Yep, Negs knows when the hearing is, and so does Tragic.
And now we all know.
And everybody's just going to have to, stay tuned.
I know a lot of shit that nobody.
You don't have to stay tuned any longer, friends. August 2nd, 2:00 p.m. What day of the week is that? Hold on. Let me pull up my calendar here. Oh, that is exactly 1 week from Friday, people. 1 week from this Friday, August the 2nd at 2:00 p.m. is the hearing. Mark your calendars. 1 week from Friday.
Nobody knows. Let's see what we got here. Also, Amy, since you watch and read every comment and chat, you don't hurt anyone's feelings. No, but she can barely spell it, so especially since no one can understand your rage post. There we go. You just make yourself look retarded and bothered. Yeah, really bothered.
Right.
Yes, protect Peeboos at all costs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my God.
I mean, Bug also protects her at all costs. Bug is very, very protective of her. Very. And I'm going to repeat. I will repeat. You do not want to fuck with my dog. I mean, he's Negs' dog now, but I still call him my dog because it's a force of habit. You do not want to fuck with that dog. Why don't you go and look up the bite force of a boxer? It's between a Doberman and a pit bull. You do not want to fuck with that dog because I'm telling you, he's silly, goofy, and adorable and loving until he knows that you're up to no good, and he always knows. Always.
I mean, the best. This should be common sense with people online. Is if this stuff upsets you to the point where you feel like you need to go somewhere and hurt someone, and like really like it like and I know that people do things in moments of passion, but like with anybody, you would have to fly,
Hey, Bonathandra Jean, nice to see you. Glad you could be here.
drive, you would have time to think. Like seriously, check yourself in.
Right. Yeah.
Check
Okay, sir, when are you going to check yourself in?
yourself in because that's not normal. I know somebody who got 5150 or whatever because they told the person that was driving that there was a voice telling them to grab the wheel and make them drive off the road. And he told them that, and straight to the hospital they went.
Boy, shut up. Nobody believes you. You're a liar.
Where he escaped about a week later to North Carolina for a vacation. Then he had to go back.
Great.
But he had the self-awareness to be like, look, there's this voice telling me to do this, and it's fucked up.
Mhm.
So, yep, if it's getting that bad, like my problem.
About self-awareness about the situation and see it for what it really is.
Right.
Yeah,
That would
yeah,
be a nice change of pace.
yeah, right. I mean, what to me, what it is just
I agree, Saucy Bun Brio. Sean and Mandy should do an intervention for old Ronnie next.
people are fucking bored and want to fuck with people in real life and see how far they can take things. That's how I see their interactions with anybody.
Yep.
It's just trying to be as cruel as possible to people, so that they have a natural negative response to it that degrades their quality of life.
Listen, when Sam served me twice in 5 days, okay, and she was insisting that she had to come here because I hadn't been served, or that she said that I was dodging service. She said that I was refusing to accept service. So that got under my skin. So I go up to the bedroom and I say to Negs, I need the footage from the Ring camera. And he gave it to me. I uploaded that shit and turned it into a fucking meme. All right. And I'm 5'2" tall, a woman, not a big tough, gangsta, like the respondent. Just accept the fucking papers like a goddamn man and do what you have to do. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's not like you're a fugitive, escaping a fucking warrant.
Harrison Ford. I have one thing to say on Sam making her trip here. If you are terrified of somebody and they live what is it, 2.5 hours away?
2.5 hours, yeah, 2.5 hours.
Why would you make a 5-mile round trip to go to where the person is that you're afraid of when you're already 2.5 hours away?
Because I didn't go to where the person was. I went to the sheriff's department. That's where I went. I went to the sheriff's department.
It's safe.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. And then why would you go by their house and then accidentally end up at their business? All said on video, by the way. That's when you go check yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not normal behavior, because don't go to where, that's when I was in court with Callie, they'd be like, well, we'll extradite you. So let me get this straight. We're 8 hours away. She's terrified of me, allegedly. And you want to come get me and bring me there.
Right.
What?
That's something I wasn't aware of. Where's Alex Glitter? Did they really threaten to come to arrest Ron in Indiana and extradite him to Massachusetts? That would have been great.
Over misdemeanor? Come on.
Yeah, like fuck off. Fat fuck. I think the dude was just fucking rolling the dice on everything. Yes, no, or he just had a pattern going because it went really quick. It's dumb. But yeah, stalking. Yeah. We were stalked, and then somebody was sent in to record us.
Hold on, Toonski in the chat. Hold on, wait. Let me go get your comment and put it on the board because it's great. Every stream is Negs and DC trying to convince us they're the scariest, toughest people online. Every lawsuit is trying to convince us they're the most scared, weakest people ever. Excellent point. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, that is insane behavior.
Yeah.
It's beyond, it's listen, you can redeem yourself from it by going and getting better, because that's all the fuck I've been trying to do for the last, that's why the business is closed. And there's several reasons right now why it's closed.
Mm-hmm.
Working on this, trying to be better. Because I don't do any of that shit.
Are their fucking business. I'm just,
right.
I don't get it. I mean, it's not going to turn into like content. It's because I can make everything really boring. I'll throw up old Tourette's guy videos and review those for a week until people go away.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. We all know that for sure. That you can definitely make your content boring. Hey, Yamano Zami. Nice to see you.
Like, there's a war. Yeah, I don't care. But Tourette's guy, Bob Saget, fuck you. Stalking charge. Yeah. You know what, man? People want to keep playing it out in public. That's fine. I mean, you want to try to make content out of that, it's fine. Just know that, there are legal parameters that you have to operate within, and you can't defame and damage somebody's reputation or brand. So,
right.
Oh, yeah. You can't defame or damage somebody's reputation or brand. Is that right? 1, 12/21. All right. Cannot defame. What did he say?
Playing it out in public, that's fine. I mean, you want to try to make content out of that, it's fine. Just know that, you know, there are legal parameters that you have to operate within, and you can't defame and damage somebody's reputation or brand. So
Oh, all right. Can't do that, can ya? So then what? This type of a statement would be a no-no?
Sam doxed her customers. I mean, I'm not glad for them. I'm glad that Sam did that, and then she used Yaba's postcard list to dox more people. I'm glad that that happened.
That's interesting, Clarandra. Boy, and you paid an attorney big money to send me a cease and desist letter. That's funny as shit.
Right.
you have to. I mean, I'm all about the YouTube drama. Who cares? A bunch of people just fucking calling each other names and trying to be witty, but like, there's a limit. There's a limit.
There is
and
a limit.
There's a limit, and it's been crossed.
Mhm.
And there have been other people where they've had situations where they've gotten killed by people who were preying.
Dude.
So
How many times in the 1 hour and 12 minutes, 49 seconds of this stream alone has he referred to killing somebody? Like, this dude is seriously paranoid, delusional, and homicidal. He's most definitely a danger to himself and others. And this dumb bitch, Clara Frank, his live-in female girlfriend, is steady purchasing weapons, firearms, and bows and arrows and shit like that, and putting them in this man's hands. I mean, that is just absolutely mind-boggling. Oh, I downloaded it. I've got it right here on this external hard drive you got me and taught me how to use. 'Cause I'm such a fucking boomer. Yeah, Negs wants an EPO to stop himself from murdering people. God almighty. Thank you, Banathandra Jean, for handling that bit of business. Appreciate you.
I'm trying to avoid.
These two freaks live in more fear than people who live in active war zones. No shit. Yes, Yamanozami, I have lived in IT. I am so lucky.
that.
And you only can write this bullet for so long.
Sean told us what they do with firearms when drinking and crackers are involved. I don't know what that means. Just saying words out of his mouth. Just saying. Thank you, Maddie. Ron is the guy at the bar who drinks 2 beers and starts saying shit like, hold me back, hold me back.
It's really tiring.
It already is tiring.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, there's 103 people here. There's still an interest in it, but it's waning. And I know it's waning because
Alexandra K. Hijab Cheese. Thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Forever a basic Betty. I admire your lack of phone and social anxiety. But thank you. Thank you for recognizing that. I appreciate you. Yes, I don't have phone anxiety. I do, honestly, to be truthful. I do have some social anxiety sometimes, just depending on what the social situation is, but I have no phone anxiety. Midwest Bird Freak, thank you so much for gifting one Samantha Jean membership. Hey, girl. Hey, welcome, girl. Welcome. Look, y'all know I have no problem picking up a phone, making a call. None at all whatsoever.
I got sent. Maybe this happens more than I know, but I got sent screenshots with the most pathetic things said, with me included.
Thank you, Midwest Bird Freak.
The Kiwi farms aren't supporting me. I don't understand, like because they're
Kiwi Farms are not supporting you. All of LOL Oil is in your chat right now. You pinned her fucking comment, dude. What are you talking about? Hey, great YouTube handle.
not completely dragging me. I don't even know. I don't read it. I get sent screenshots if they're, worthy. I only want to read something if it's.
Notice how when I called the court, like, she didn't even say, like, who are you or nothing. She asked me no questions, right? She just gave me the information I called and asked for. It's because I speak with a tone of authority. Like, I when I make these calls, I use a tone of voice like, I have, this is my business. It's totally my business to be asking these questions. I command the answers. I guarantee you, if I had asked that woman to read the petition to me, she would have. Oh, maybe I can get a copy of it.
Pertinent. I don't care about all the other bullshit.
Right, Yaba, I know that it hurts your feelings and it hurts your ego. Maybe your fat, stupid wife shouldn't have gone over. First of all,
Fat and stupid.
trying to. Okay, here are two things that she did that were a huge mistake. One was she tried to raise a personal army, which is something you never do there, never. And number
No, the fuck, I did not. That is not true. But okay, continue. What else?
two, your fat, stupid wife decided that she was going to try to persuade the farmers to start a thread on Sean and Mandy, which is
No, the fuck, I did not. No, I didn't. Show me. Show me where I tried to persuade the farmers to start a thread on Sean and Mandy. Give me a fucking break. Although, I mean, y'all want to talk about content.
incredibly stupid because what is there to say about them?
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What is there to say about them? I don't know. I mean, I get it. Where Sean and Mandy are concerned, you either love it or you hate it. Like, I get it. But dude, that is prime fucking content between the two of them. You just have to give it a chance. You just have to take the time. And that's the problem with society these days. And I blame the internet. I know I'm not the only one who's had this experience. Like back in the day, you could sit down to Netflix and you could binge watch and you could watch a whole ass movie, right? And watch the whole thing, never take your eyes off the screen. You can't do that anymore. You're constantly looking at your phone, or if it's, if whatever you're watching is more than 60 seconds, you lose your you don't have the attention span for it. Same thing with the Mandy and Sean. You just have to just put in the work, put in the time and the effort and the energy into learning the lore and the history. You know what I mean? Yamano Zami, thank you so much for gifting 5 Samantha Jean memberships. Rowan Page, Shaking But Not Stirred Cat, T-Girl, Batata, and Mainly Maine. Welcome, all new members. Mainly Maine, nice to see you. It's been a while. T-Girl, welcome back, girl. Glad you could come back to us. Nice to see you as well. Rowan Page, all right, nice. Look at that. Look at our new members. T-Girl is a former, T-Girl is formerly on the list. I'll have you know. Let me double check. Hold on, I have it right here. Oh, yeah, here she is. T-Girl is a FOF list reformee, former member. Glad you could be with us today. Yes, right here. And matter of fact, oh, wait. T-Girl, you've received a gifted membership before. Your name is highlighted. Anyway, welcome back. Glad you're here. As always, T-Girl. Glad you never left.
I mean, like, who do they think they are just to, like, tell people, like, hey, you need to do this.
Thank you so much, Yamano Zami. Man, Yamano Zami, you've got the magic touch, don't you, girl?
So you need to do that. Like, I mean,
Sasha's so funny. She spells Mandy and Sean's name wrong.
somebody starts barking orders at me, man, I become very, like, okay, oh, you want to tell me what to do? Oh, okay. No, there'll be a story out. It just won't
Who do we think we are?
be what you asked for.
And I don't know what's even more stupid, that they feel the need to mobilize an army, or that they have indeed people who are following this shit.
Right. Listen, you stupid fat bitches. Kiwi Farms was already against us, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
I mean, they added me to Negs' thread, and they had horrible things to say about me. And I don't read our thread because I'm not interested. But
no, look, and now they're your friends, and the Kiwi farmers are in your chat, and the Kiwi farmers are in Ron's chat, and the Kiwi farmers are with you in Beglinda's chat. That's great.
when it comes to certain things, it's not a zero-sum game. It's not like, okay, well, we agree with what's happening with Tragic and the court thing, or we see that Sam and Yaba are stage 4 cancer, or we see that this person is a liar and a grifter, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean then that we're getting thrown a ticker tape parade. That is not the same fucking thing. What is wrong with you bitches? And I know that you're mad because everybody bought into the myth that Yaba was this great mother and that she was heartbroken when her baby daddy died, and that, Sam was so tough and Sam was a truth teller and she had receipts on everybody. No, Sam is out of her fucking mind. She is a crazy, obsessed weirdo who stalked Yaba until Yaba caved.
Those are very, very, very slanderous and defamatory things to be saying about me. 115, we'll call it 115:45.
Was heartbroken when her baby daddy died, and that, Sam was so tough and Sam was a truth teller and she had receipts on everybody. No, Sam is out of her fucking mind. She is a crazy, obsessed weirdo who stalked Yaba until Yaba caved. And then
That's not true.
Yaba moved her into her house around her kids.
Wonderful.
And then they joined forces with the bodega, thinking the bodega had all this tea on us, which they didn't.
It's
So
all
now
love.
they're stuck with
Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. I'd choose Sam's army over Goof Troop any day. That's so funny. Thank you so much, Wicked Crafter. I appreciate supporting my channel.
that stink around their brand.
Ooh-wee.
And if people notice that, they're going to point it out. It doesn't mean then that we are the flavor of the month. That is nonsense. That is ridiculous. No, that's not how it works.
Last minute, Laura, that Clara is incapable of making that sort of a connection because she doesn't have kids. She doesn't know the first thing about it.
And by the way, Sam, just a tip.
What?
Maybe, Sam,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
if you're trying to get on people's good sides, maybe don't make disgusting merch trying to monetize a mentally ill man being institutionalized.
Hold on. First of all, what do you mean if I'm trying to get on people's good sides? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about. Since when did I say I was trying to get on people's good sides? What are you talking about? I think you're just making that up in your little head.
Maybe that's about.
Yeah. Yaba's kids aren't 2 years behind in grade level.
Maybe don't make disgusting merch trying to monetize a mentally ill man being institutionalized. Maybe that's a bad idea. Just saying.
Sorry,
What are you talking about?
the preheat the oven. I forgot about the enchiladas.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh, hold on, pause, because we're not going to get to it because I got to go here in just a second. What he's talking about enchiladas is Ronald makes a couple references during the stream that he's got to go put dinner on and go check on dinner. And at the end of the stream, he discloses that dinner is enchiladas that his mommy made that apparently he had to stick in the oven to heat up. So that's nice. I love that for you. Ron and Clara. Anyway. Yes, continue, Clara. Continue telling me about myself.
what mentally ill man?
Oh, well, remember how Sam reached out to Sean's brother?
I don't know why you're trying to change it. The story there. And who else did I hear do this? I heard somebody else say this the other day too. They're saying that I reached out to Sean's brother. No, I did not. Sean's brother reached out to me. That's right, everybody. Hashtag Curly Strong in the chat, please. Thank you. Hashtag Curly Strong in the chat. You know good and fucking well Ryan Curly reached out to me, not the other way around. Listen to her. Listen to her telling these lies. Lies.
Maybe that's a bad idea. Just saying.
Sorry, I had to preheat the oven. I forgot about the enchiladas.
Okay.
But yeah, what mentally ill man?
Oh, well, remember how Sam reached out to Sean's brother?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Sam made merch out of it.
Oh, what did she? I guess she doesn't learn.
And she's celebrating the fact that not only, I don't know, or she's trying to suggest, I don't know what she's suggesting, but she made merch out of that shit. And you can imagine the reception that it got. First of all, I mean,
actually, it's gotten a fantastic reception. I'm gonna have to end it here because I got something I got to go do. But great reception. I had several orders for the shirt. I have still failed to add black. Sorry about that. This is the shirt. It is available on my merch store. I will put the link in the chat. It says, I survived the Curly family intervention 2024. Not pictured. The backside it says hashtag Curly Strong. They are $25 available now in my merch store. Handmade by me with my fat little hands. So get one now while they're hot. All right. All right. Well, anyway, that's all for today, folks. I got to get going. I've been here for over, oh my God, 2 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah, got to go. Thank you for being here. I should be here tomorrow. If not, then Wednesday for sure. Thanks for being here. Visit my merch store and buy something. That's right. Tally 420. The shirts pair well with the Menti Bee tumbler. Have a great day, y'all.